Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. Today I'm going to showcase how I braid my son's hair at home easily, effortlessly, and also how to give you those professional braider results. To get started, I'm going to use our hair repair and growth balm as well as our Elite Control Edge Control. Now, the reason I'm using the edge control as well as our growth balm is number one, I want to ensure that his hair is nicely hydrated or moisturized before I actually do the braids. And I like to use the Elite Control to give the hair a nice hold, but doesn't leave the hair looking chalky or white. When I'm doing my son's braids, I like to put the Elite Control on the back of my hand. I also like to ensure that I'm using our hair repair and growth balm on his hair, but also on the scalp. Now, a pro tip is when you are going to do your braid styles, this also applies to those of you that like to do your twist outs at home, or maybe you're doing a form of protective style for yourself. And it's not just for men, this is for women and children. Placing some of the hair repair and growth balm at the scalp before you place any of the edge control on the scalp will keep the scalp from drying out. It will also keep the hair from flaking or turning white later on. Now remember, with all Elite hair care products, a little goes a very long way. So it really does not take a lot of hair balm, nor does it take a lot of edge control. Another pro tip whenever I'm doing braiding or any type of protective style is I like to always use a fine tooth rat tail comb. Now some prefer to use the metal tip, others prefer to use the plastic tip. Honestly, for precision, I would say to use the metal tip. These combs that I'm using, they actually have a very nice tip on them. It's nice and small, and I'm able to part with it and be really neat with my partings. Another pro tip is whenever you are doing your partings, I like to apply the Elite Control Edge Control directly to the part because that is going to allow me to separate the hair from the free hair versus the hair that I'm about to braid or style. And it also allows me to get a good grip on the hair, keeping it nice and neat and taming those flyaways. Now for children's hair, especially for those who are tender-headed like my son, I also like to pre-detangle, even though I know that the hair is already detangled. For each individual braid, I like to pre-detangle using our flow comb, which is going to be great for those who have natural textured hair or hair that has a lot of density, or even those who are in the 3 type or 4 type hair, where you know that the hair always tangles no matter what you do. When I get to the free edge, I like to also apply just a small amount of Elite Control to the hair. This is going to keep your braid nice and neat. It's also going to make it look nice and taut, even though you are not being really hard or harsh on the hair. Now keep in mind, you guys, my son is extremely tender-headed, so braiding his hair can sometimes be a challenge. So I highly recommend you guys utilize these tips, especially for your tender-headed babies, because my son truly understands how hard I have to work to do his hair, but I also understand how painful it can be, especially for a baby or a child like him. Now, another thing that I also like to mention is for children who have a lot of density, I always recommend using either our Moist Repair collection or our Low Porosity collection. Those two collections are going to give you the most slip or the most detangling properties to make your wash day even easier. Keep in mind, I always recommend, as another pro tip, to pre-detangle the hair or even just comb through the hair with a wide tooth comb before you start your shampoo process, and that is going to help to remove a lot of the ouch during your wash day. Now, of course, you guys, please do us the big favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And please don't forget to go and follow us on Instagram at Elite Hair Care USA. Also, you guys, if you guys want to follow your girl, Crystal Williams, the CEO, the founder, the girl, please don't forget to also go to Instagram and follow me on Instagram at @I am_Crystal Williams, as well as my personal YouTube channel where I have all of my blogs, my business details, all of that good stuff going to I Am Crystal Williams or Crystal Williams Online. Now, for added strength as well as growth properties, I love to use our B7 serum, which is also known as our biotin serum, directly on the scalp. Now, this is a water-based serum, so it does absorb very quickly. It doesn't leave the hair very oily, but it's also going to nourish those hair strands and those bulbs after the braiding process and help to soothe the scalp after the braiding as well. Now, you can use the B7 serum every single day should you choose, which is what we always recommend. And you also want to make sure that you back up your braiding style like the pros. And we're going to use some Elite Silk Wrap Foam to tame any additional flyaways that might have come out through the braiding process. Now, remember, you guys, I'm teaching you guys how to do this process like a true pro. Your braids don't have to be absolutely amazing, but the hair is definitely going to look nice and laid and flayed by the time you're done, and it's going to look like a professional did it. So always back your braids up at the end with a little bit of Elite Silk Wrap Foam. And I know you guys might not have wrap strips and all of that good stuff at home, but if you have a traditional stocking cap, you can place that over the head, as what you guys see me doing right now, and use our Platinum Turbo blow dryer or any blow dryer that you might have available to blow dry the hair and make it nice and neat. Now, of course, the hair is not soaking wet. I don't recommend you using too much foam, but you want to use enough that is going to give the hair a little bit of weight or layage. And then applying that stocking cap and just going over it with the blow dryer for a couple minutes will suffice for a style like this. Now, when I'm done doing my son's hair, I actually apply a dry stocking cap to his hair, and he keeps his stocking cap on at night when he goes to bed, as well as during the day if we're not going anywhere. Now, if you're doing this as a protective style for your hair, whether you are male or female, you always want to make sure that you are definitely protecting the hair. And I always recommend that either you're using our water-based serums, whether it be the biotin serum or the Super G serum, or you can use our super serum, which is our hair restoration serum. That is our Goddess hair repair serum, which is an oil-based serum that is also going to nourish the hair and the scalp, as well as keep that hair nice and moisturized, healthy, and strong. So please, you guys, don't forget to comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about my braids. I'm not a professional, but I can do a little something. And also, I'm excited to say this week, which is right now, November 18th, all the way through November 25th, we are doing free shipping on any order over $50. And as a bonus, you'll get a copy of our free exclusive hair growth guide, never seen before and not available on our actual website. So go to EliteHairCareUSA.com and don't forget to shop the sale. No code is needed. Thanks for watching.